What's up, guys? This is MASH Talk with Matt and Ashley. We're going to talk a little bit about ourselves. My name is Matt Kukalo. I'm a hairstylist. I'm from New York. I've been doing hair for about 12 years now, and Ashley and I have been dating for 3 years, going on 3.5 years. And we have a wonderful relationship. And see, we have to start over. You're not talking.
Matt. Take it, Matt.
We start over.
Take it, Matt.
Start over.
No, we're not going to start over. We're just going to lead into what I'm
All
going
right,
to say
so we're
next.
just kind of getting into who we are and what we do for a living.
So, I'm Ashley Gordon, and I'm a hairstylist as well. And we're both from New York. We met 3 years ago. And why don't you tell them a little bit how we met?
So, I mean, funny story about how Ashley and I met. About 10 years ago, I was dating one of Ashley's best friends.
Slash roommate.
And, I dated her for about a year or so. I was very young. I was about 20 years old, maybe 21. And, didn't work out. And, years later down the road, about 7 years later, I was actually at a bar one night. And I was hanging out with my buddies, and I was hitting on
my best friend, my other best friend.
Her other best friend. I was hitting on her.
I don't blame him. She's a fucking hot piece.
And I was...
A fox? Did you just say fox?
I did just say fox.
Seriously? Lordy called you a fox.
So I got her number, and I never got a call back because Ashley decided to
Laura,
tell...
really? Like Matt? He dated Jill, 1 and 2.
She said I was gay.
He's gay.
Which it's obvious that I'm not, but it's obviously that she wanted me, so...
No, it's not. That wasn't even it. I didn't even look at you like that at that point. Basically, what it was I said, Laura, really? That's Matt. Like, he dated Jill, and, he's...
She wanted me all for herself.
I heard he was gay.
So, which was a lie. It went down. Look, it went down.
No.
This is not going to work.
It's perfectly fine.
No, this is not going to work.
It's working.
This is a rough sketch, okay? So anyway, let's keep moving right along.
This is real life.
This is real. This is real talk. This is MASH talk.
Mash it up.
And we got MASH from Matt. She's Ashley. So MASH talk is where it's at. This is where the world. This is what you guys want to see. This is the reality, how things really are. So let's talk about finishing up about how we met. So, long story short, she came in there, swooped in inside of her, beside her best friend, and won my heart over like that. And
let's just say how it really happened. So basically, I just got out of a relationship. He just got out of a girl he was having sex with a bunch of times, sort of thing. And
I was seeing someone for a while. And we both got out of kind of messy relationships.
Yeah, mine wasn't messy at the time. I just didn't want to be in what I was in
anymore. Right. It was messy because you didn't want to be in it anymore.
It wasn't messy. It was just I didn't want to be in it anymore.
Moving right along.
So anyway, we bumped into each other like a gazillion times that summer. And it was at random spots. It was at the gym at like 10 p.m. at night when I was with like another guy I was dating.
All random times.
Or at the beach.
I took off for work and she was there. So basically...
Then there was one night that I was with my girlfriend Jeannie. We're at Brazen Fox in White Plains.
And she won my heart over.
Well, yes, I sure did. But you also won my heart over that night. Let me tell you how it happened. So...
Let me tell you how it happened.
So, basically, we were at the bar, my girlfriend and I. We get attacked by these fucking Guidos that were like, ugh.
You can't curse.
Wouldn't leave us alone.
Let's not curse. America's in the States. Let's not curse.
All right, so
keep it moving
fucking
along.
bleep it out.
Stop cursing.
Bleep it out.
Watch your mouth. And... She was getting attacked by Guidos.
So anyway,
I
was like, Gene, let's go outside. Like, let's get out of here. Like, this is enough already. So we go outside, and this was after bumping into him a million times. And I said, whoa, this is the first time I'm actually, like, really excited to see you. And it was the first time. Kind of happened like that,
and we started kissing like that. And before you know it.
It was the first time that I looked at him like, whoa. I'm not looking at you like Jill's ex-boyfriend, Matt, or
she's looking at me like, hey, I love you. You're the man.
No, well, I didn't not then. The next morning.
But let's move past this. Let's basically say that
So basically, I've never had a guy do what I asked him to do. So when I was like, oh hey, why don't you come back to my apartment and let's cuddle?
I came over and I stayed over.
But you said no initially.
I said no initially, and then I went home.
And then I got a text, and then I got a text message saying, "Come in the back." Like,
put a big smile on her face.
I was like, "Oh my god, really? Is this happening?"
And before you knew it, I came over her house and I stayed over, and
we cuddled.
We had a great night, and honestly, she won my heart.
We didn't have sex.
She won my heart over that night, and I believe that I won. I won over her heart as well. I think we both fell in love that night. It was rapid.
We cuddled and we made out, and I literally woke up the next morning and looked over, and I was like,
she fell in love.
I love this guy.
To keep it pretty smooth and quick and short here is that we have been dating now for 3.5 years, and it's been the most amazing 3.5 years. And the truth is that relationships have ups and downs, and if anyone thinks that there's a fairy tale where everything, come on, babe. If people think that there's fairy tale, the most amazing, listen, when you find someone that you fall in love with and you love them with all your heart, the truth is you're going to have ups and downs no matter what.
There's and I could listen to everybody under the sun telling me you just got out of a relationship, why don't you figure out who you are?
And we knew what we wanted, So
don't jump into anything too quick, blah, blah, blah. And I just, I said, screw this. If this guy is who he really is and who I think he is, I'm not going to just pass him up because I just got out of a relationship.
Right. So she went with her heart and I went with my heart, And basically what I was trying to say before is that there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in relationships. There's going to be social media. There's going to be things that, get in the way. You're going to have fights. You're going to have friends that want to go out and party, and you're gonna come to a point in your life.
We
partied. Right. We party all the time together. Yeah.
You never hid what you did.
And that's another thing.
From me.
And being honest in relationships, being open with your partner, telling them all of the things that are in your past, having no skeletons in the closet. Coming in, don't you believe? Yes, being honest and telling them the truth, letting them know who you are. You want to be able to tell your partner anything, and I think that is a very important fact in relationships, that you want to be able to be open, and we've been open since the get-go.
Can I talk first?
Go ahead.
My test was...
Go ahead. Your test is what?
My test was, all my life, I've been in relationships where I felt like I had to bite my tongue, or not say what I really thought, or not necessarily even just be myself. I had to. I almost conformed to the person that I was with.
That her partner wanted her to be.
They wanted me to be, and I was really good at.
It's not what I did to you, though. I let you be yourself.
But the thing is that it's not that you let me be myself. Is that I turned over a new leaf and I said, this time around, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start something new. I'm gonna see.
I always made her feel comfortable.
He did always make me feel comfortable. What. But I
loved her for who she was, for who she is.
Let me talk. So
we do this.
I said this time what I'm gonna do is be open and honest about who I am, what's going on. I'm gonna, see how far I can push, the button or whatever you call it.
And she did.
And and just to see how he would react, to see if it felt like I could be honest with him. So I said, my ex-boyfriend called me and he wanted to work things out, and
I was cool.
And I said to him,
she was honest and she was open. And
I said, listen, this is what happened, and I want to tell you, I want to be honest, because I don't want to start something off I don't want to hide things from you.
There's no reason to hide things, because when you do, they always eventually come out. Lies will always come out. Always. You can't hide
They do, but
especially with me,
I said to him, listen, I want to be honest with you and say, my ex-boyfriend called me and he wanted to, figure it out, get back together, work on it, blah, blah, blah.
And I was cool with it because she was honest with me.
And I said to him, well, I'm kind of seeing somebody... it's not going to work out. We're not right for each other, blah, blah, blah. But I told Matt, and I said, I just want to tell you, because I want to start this off right. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to hide anything from you.
I respected that very much.
And his reaction to what I said to him made me fall in love even more. He said, I remember this verbatim. You said, thank you for telling me. I really appreciate it. You didn't even have to tell me that, but I love you for telling me.
Back to what I was saying about being honest. Being honest with your partner. And that's our cat. Excuse me, Benji.
So right then and there, I was like, wow. I was like, I can be me, and I can tell the truth, and I don't have to pretend that I'm someone that I'm not.
We got started off on the right foot, as we both had open doors and we were honest with each other.
Yeah, because listen, everybody knows that when you start a relationship when you're in your late 20s, everybody knows that everybody's got the
past history. We all have history.
Everyone's got history. Everybody has a team. Every girl has a team. Every guy has a team. You have a cheerleading team. I have a baseball team.
Opposite around. I have a baseball team. You have a cheerleading team.
Really? Because you date guys?
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
So she's got a baseball team and I got a cheerleading team. Whatever that means.
I thought he was gay when we first started dating.
So basically, what we're saying is being open with your partner, your lover, is one of the most important things in a relationship.
And it's hard to get into something and completely disregard all of your whole team that you've built up in your single life.
So 3.5 years later, listen, we have had a phenomenal relationship. We got great friends on both sides of our relationship. Everyone loves each other. We have great family, close. Amazing family.
I love his family. I love
her
friends.
family. It's like we got a good thing going. And you want to know what? No matter what, like I said, relationships will always take work. So when you find someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with and you feel that love for them and you're in love,
and I do,
don't think that things are always going to be perfect because you want to know what they're not. That's a relationship. But you both have to want to make it work. So that's one of the most...
I want to make it work with you forever.
And we will. That's lipstick.
Yeah, you got to. Sorry.
So this is MASH Talk with Matt and Ashley.
101. Stay tuned.
Tune in next week when we pick a topic and we are going to sit there and we are going to tackle it. And we're going to explain to you...
Let's discuss maybe...
We don't know where we're going to go with it yet, but when we pop up with it, you will see us next week and tune in and make sure you watch when we tackle an idea and we're going to take our thoughts.
Red flags.
And we're going to explain.
Let's talk about red flags.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about red flags. And we'll explain why these things make a relationship strong or why they hurt a relationship. Tune in next week, guys. I'm Matt.
I'm Ashley.
And we're out. You got to stop it. No. You got to stop it. Yeah, baby.
Well, you're really bad at this.